Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to explore a little bit the dogfighting capabilities of the new DCS module, the Mosquito, a wonderful new plane by Eagle Dynamics. And we're going to start with a couple of rounds flying against a somewhat easier opponent. We're going to fly against the FW190 the Anton. Now, even though the Mosquito is called a fighter bomber, it's really more of a bomber, so I was kind of curious as to how she's going to perform in a one circle and a two circle fight, so I'm going to try both. So first I saw the bandits turning to the right, so I'm going to turn left into a one circle, and there comes the bandit. And as you can see, the Mosquito can actually outturn in a one circle fight. So I'm just going to follow him around a little bit, see if I can get behind him. He's still got plenty of energy, so he can kind of go back and forth a little bit, but for the most part, as he does, he's gonna start losing energy, and I'm not gonna pull too hard on the stick. I'm just gonna try to keep behind him as much as possible and see if I can get into the control zone and then take him out. Couple things about the guns on the Mosquito. So one, this being a brand new plane, I'm not really used to it, but the aiming reticle is horrible. It's just off center, and it's really hard to use in VR. The guns are also kind of weird. It takes about a split second from the moment you press the trigger until the guns actually fire, and they're slow. There's a slow rate of fire. They're not very high rate of fire guns. So it is a kind of a skill that's probably going to take me a while to get used to. So please forgive the horrible marksmanship here. But as you can see, in terms of flying characteristics, the Mossie is actually not too bad. I'm behind the bandit, and now it's just a matter of taking a few shots, and there goes the fire. So the poor guy's dead. He's going down. So round one to the Mossie. The bandit never really got his nose on me, so we'll call this one for the Mossie. Round two, going up against the same FW190, the Anton. This time we're going to try a two circle fight. So it's nose to tail fight. I've got to watch which way the bandit's going to go. I'm going to try to. So let's see. He is going to turn. Oh, he took a few shots at me, so, well, and he was pretty neutral, so I'm not really sure which one I'm gonna go, but I'll turn left. And as luck would have it, he also turned left, so we are in a two circle fight. He nicked me a little bit. I'm still flying, so no big deal. So I'm just gonna play the same game. I'm gonna play with him a little bit. I'll take a few shots here and there, but for the most part, my goal is to try and sort of explore the characteristics of the Mossie, see if I can kind of get behind him and stay behind him. But if opportunity presents itself to take a shot right now, why not? As you can see, as long as you don't pull too hard, it's fairly easy to get behind the Anton. There you go. Now we're pretty much firmly behind him, so it's just going to be a matter of a couple more rounds, and we'll be in a good position to finish him off. There you go. I think that was his right aileron that just departed. So even though he's missing the right aileron, the guy goes for the vertical, and he's still putting up a fight. That's the DCS AI. You can take half his flying surfaces, and he's still going to be in a fight, and still going to be dangerous. So now he's trailing white smoke. We hit him with a few more rounds, and we're right behind him. Sort of a lag pursuit, definitely in his control zone, so here comes another opportunity. take a few shots, and he's still flying. So, incidentally, the AI for all engagements is set to veteran, which to me is the most realistic of the different modes of DCS AI. So here's a few more shots, and his tail just got sliced completely off. The whole tail group just gone. So his right aileron was missing earlier, and now his entire tail group is just gone. So, and his engine's dead. So the poor guy jumped out. Good for him, and that's it. So the next challenge is going to be the Dora. It's the FW190 D9, which is, as far as I'm concerned, a much better, much stronger opponent, much better dogfighter. So into the one circle. The Dora can actually climb better, and she's faster, she's more maneuverable, so she's a much stronger opponent than the Anton. But he came down and gave me an opportunity to pick up some speed, and now I can follow him up into the vertical and see if I can take a few shots. And there you go. And a few of them landed on targets. So let's just stay behind him. So now we're in the control zone, we're right behind him. He's diving for the deck. That's fine by me. I'm going to pick up some energy. And if he goes up, and I'm sure he will eventually, we'll be able to get behind him and finish him off. So there he goes. He's going to go up now. Or not. I guess he decided to go horizontal. Now he's going vertical. The AI loves the vertical. But here we go. A few more shots, a few more rounds on target. Now he's gonna try to evade me down low on the deck. And from the looks of it, he's probably gonna go in. Yep. Alright, so that's one D9, FW190 D9 defeated. And the final challenge is against the formidable Bf109 K4, an outstanding airplane, outstanding aerial dogfighter. So I really have no idea what my strategy is going to be here. The 109 is going to outturn me in a one circle or two circle fight. So yeah, I guess we'll go whichever way he goes. It's pretty flat, so I'll go left, and he's probably gonna go into a one circle. Yep, as usual. But the AI loves the one circle. So I got guns on him, but so does he. So even though I took a few shots and I think I hit his engine, yep, he's trailing white smoke. I would call this probably, I mean, if this was a human opponent, he probably would have taken a few shots at me. So I'd call this a draw, if anything. Even though I nicked him. Actually, I probably hurt him pretty bad. But if I was flying against a human, this probably would not have turned out as well for me. All right, so now he's gonna try to sort of jank and try to get out. So this is somewhat new behavior to the AI in DCS. It wasn't there until a couple of versions ago. It kind of makes the fight a little more realistic, but unfortunately the AI does it kind of predictably. Well, the problem is that I'm also a really bad shot with the Mossie, so it would take me quite a few rounds to finish him off. Notice that his right landing gear is hanging down, so I must have hit him pretty bad. So it's going to take a few more rounds. The Mossie carries quite a few rounds, so even if you miss, you still got plenty of rounds to finish him off. It's just embarrassing that I can't hit him from this distance. But there you go, he's on fire. So yeah, you can defeat 109. In fact, I flew about 6 engagements, and in the 6 engagements I lost 3 and I won 3. I won all my engagements against the FWs, both the Dora and the Anton. So the Bf109 is clearly the much tougher opponent. Of course, flying against a human opponent, especially a skilled human opponent, will be completely different. In fact, I'm curious to jump on the multiplayer servers and try my luck against both FWs and 109s. I expect the 109 flown by a competent pilot is just going to destroy me. So as is my custom, a nice little landing to relax after the engagements. And in case you thought everything all the engagements were a victory, here's the end of one of the engagements where 109 got it behind me and made short work of my Mossie. There goes the Mossie in a big explosion, and that parachute in front of me is my co-pilot. That's the end. I'll see you in the next video.